everyone. I made it. As always, technical difficulties, but I'm here and we are live, and welcome to everyone. I'm so excited to talk to you guys the day before Thanksgiving. I'm just going to wait a few minutes until people start to hop on a little bit. If you're here, let me know. Put your name, put a heart or a thumbs up or say hey in the comments, and we'll get going here in just a few moments. Like I said, some technical difficulties, so sorry I was a little bit late. It is the day before Thanksgiving, as everybody knows. We're gonna start talking about some things that come up around this time every year. Sometimes people tend to get the blues. Sometimes people end up, kind of getting stuck in their emotions. So we're going to talk about how to, get out of that and what to do after you get stuck. Okay, guys, so most of you know me. If you don't, my name is Melissa Benitez Ceja, and I'm the admin for this group, which is Simple Relationship Advice and Personal Development. I am a relationship and personal development coach with Sparrow Relationship Coaching. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook as well under that name. You can also email me at takingflight2019@gmail.com. So again, if you're here, say hi, give me a like, comment, put some hearts in there. Let me know that you're here, okay? You could tell me where you are coming from, listening from, watching from, and let's talk about the holidays. I know that this time can be tough for a lot of people. So a lot of people may be grieving either a loss, or if you're going through a breakup or a divorce or separation, obviously grieving that loss of the relationship. So tomorrow being Thanksgiving, such a wonderful name for a day, and thanks and giving are what we're going to talk about today, as well as some other things towards the end of the video. So we're going to talk about how to combat that loneliness with Thanksgiving and with the Christmas time. How to do it is with Thanksgiving, like I mentioned. Now, don't dismiss the power of these two words, okay, guys? Because if you really focus on these two concepts, and these actions, then you fully commit to them, even if for one day, you will see a powerful shift in your mood and your thinking. So in response to the poll that we took in the group, I'm also going to go over how to keep hope alive regarding reconciling with your ex when it feels like a hopeless situation. Okay, so stay tuned for that at the end of the video. We're also going to have a free coaching giveaway like I promised. So at the end of the video, if you have been wanting a free one-on-one session with me to ask whatever it is that is on your heart and your mind, then please stay to the end of the video and I'll give you the free code word for that. Okay, guys? So obviously the holidays can be quite magical, but they can be quite a challenge as well, depending on what you're going through. So in many ways, and yet painful in many ways, many times people get stuck, and then you end up wallowing in your negative emotions for hours, days, weeks, sometimes years. I know people that have allowed themselves to wallow. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Noi. They don't know what to do about it, which is why they end up doing it for sometimes their entire life. You probably have heard of people that are like this, or have gone through this, or know people like this. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I got married young the first time around. I was barely 21. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was raised in a faith that encouraged people of that age to marry. So that's what I did. I knew by the time I became a stay-at-home mom that I was unhappy. This is why I can speak about this because I know for a fact that my husband was not the reason why I was unhappy. I was unhappy for many reasons, and I thought it was him. I thought maybe it was staying at home, but it wasn't that. So, do you know what I did? I allowed myself to wallow in my unhappiness. I just soaked it up and just kept it with me everywhere I went. It went on for years. I can see it really clearly now, but at the time I didn't know that I was wasting all that time. So I actually grew up in a home where this type of thing was very acceptable. My mom was and still would characterize herself as a melancholy, emotional person. She's dealt with depression at different times and overcome it. And many, many people go through these types of things. But what I didn't ask myself then, and what I'm suggesting that you ask yourself now is, what am I going to do about this, right? So if you've been watching any of my videos or have had some of my coaching, then you know that I believe and teach the power of facing these emotions and working through them. First a couple times with a coach, and then you can do it yourself regularly to make sure that you are not getting stuck and wallowing, which can lead to depression. You must put a time limit on it. I don't want you or anyone else to waste years like I did, or even one more minute wallowing when you could have the simple steps to pull yourself out of it. Thank goodness I finally found those. So I have done a few videos about how to deal with your emotions in the moment, like I mentioned. So if you haven't seen those, reach out to me and I can send them to you, or you can search Sparrow Relationship Coaching on YouTube and find them that way. Today we're going to focus on what to do after these moments when you're handling your emotions and responding to your triggers. Once you've processed and taken the allotted time to release your emotions, I have some suggestions for what you can do to not only make the best of your time, but to become a better, more fulfilled person, which leads to more happiness. So the first thing is gratitude. Well, people severely underestimate the power of gratitude. But do you know what? Gratitude is what can get you from just making it through a marriage and struggling to feeling satisfied and creating real joy in your life and the lives of others. Gratitude is what will get you from broken after a breakup or divorce to back on your feet again and off that couch, out of the funk. So how do we do that? We're going to go over 3 main ways, okay? The first is you need to control one thought at a time. Some call this mindfulness. When you find yourself thinking a negative thought, I want you to flip it upside down and make it into a positive. Here's an example of something I actually have thought in the past, right? Oh, no one would want a divorcee with kids. So you can flip that to, I'm a good woman. I am a good woman who works hard in my relationships and has a lot to offer someone. And my wonderful children are just icing on the cake for whoever I decide is worthy enough to be with me. Do you see how you're harnessing your power in that statement? It's a completely flip-flopped way to think about the negative things that you were thinking before. So number 2 is gratitude journal. Every day. This is so powerful. Every day I want you to write down what you are thankful for and build on it every single day. Hi Victor, how are you doing? Nice to see you. So this can include notes of why you are grateful for particular things, why certain things happen to you, or how you express gratitude towards others. Do you want to have more respectful? If you have children, do you want them to be more respectful, more peaceful, and more fulfilled? Then have them do a gratitude journal. You'd be amazed at the differences that you see in their mood every day. So number 3 under gratitude is, and this is really key, okay, because it's really hard to remember these things when you're in the moment. When you find yourself unhappy with your partner and unsatisfied with your relationship, if you want to split up, then feel free to complain about it, find people to take your side and back you up. But if you want to rebuild and revive your marriage, start practicing gratitude every day. When you find yourself thinking about your partner in negative ways, what they don't do, right? I want you to flip it and start listing all the things that they do, all of them. And this is something that you need to do on a regular basis. Once you do it regularly, you'll find that it becomes second nature, and your gratitude will kick in at the times when you need it the most and help you to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. And you'd be surprised at how powerful this is. So just start trying it and take note of what happens. As the great coaches say, the life that you have is the life that you feed and water, just like a flower or a plant. So if you feed dissatisfaction, you will reap more of that. If you feed the gratitude, embrace it every day. Take every opportunity to focus on being thankful. You will see a huge shift in your mentality. You will create real lasting joy and overall life satisfaction. This is the power of gratitude, guys. It's not just a really cool name for a really cool holiday. Now, on to the giving part. I often say that the quickest way to get through your problems is to focus on others. Folks, once you allow the healing transformation that comes from selfless giving into your world, you will never be the same. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bubble of whatever problems you are facing, you just can't seem to stay objective? Sometimes you think, am I unreasonable here? Am I crazy? You start to bounce your situation off of every friend and family member that you can find. You go to random strangers for advice. You're so desperate to find the answer. Guys, staying inside that bubble and banging your head against the wall and analyzing it every second of the day is not necessarily the best way to get your answer. You may eventually get somewhere, but it will hijack your focus, your energy, your thoughts, and your emotions. You may find that once you pull away from the bubble and zoom out to view the bigger picture, that is when you find clarity. Getting a call there. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Find a way to step into someone else's world for a few moments. A full day is best. Volunteer at a soup kitchen, help a local charity, go onto the internet and look up any issue or group that you have a heart and a passion for. Don't just donate, but get in there and get hands-on with it. Be part of that community. Not only will you feel wonderful about your efforts and be a part of changing people's lives, you will also be amazed at the perspective that you will gain from just one day of focusing on others. But you've got to fully commit while you're there, okay? No texting the ex through the day. If you can't do the things that I mentioned due to your schedule or due to COVID or whatever, then try looking online for community service or charity groups and spend time talking with those people and planning a meetup or event. You can sign up with these groups locally to help the elderly, disabled, the poor. There are so many opportunities. So get involved in one way or another and note the way that you begin to change, the way that your problems begin to change. Is one day volunteering going to make all your troubles magically float away? Maybe, maybe not. But it will allow you, if you allow it, it most certainly will break you out of the norm and may provide a big picture so that it can actually shrink your problems to their appropriate size, making it a lot easier for you to be able to start working on changing those problems, okay? So not only may you find a passion or even a life calling during this time, but it's going to have that side benefit of helping you as well. Now, I know some people have been asking me in the group to get some answers about how to have hope in a breakup situation where the reconciliation seems hopeless. So I am a person of faith, and I have been throughout my life. So it's no stretch for me to believe in something that I can't see yet, that I have no proof of yet. But for some people, they're not wired this way and have never had the experience to be able to practice having faith. I'm also a hopeless romantic, so I think that helps as well. In order to be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel regarding your reconciliation, you can do 3 things. Number 1, work on rebuilding your confidence. A confident person is calm and expectant. A non-confident person is anxious and needy. Focus on the things that you have achieved in your life. This is a good place to start. Journal about the progress that you've made since your breakup. Did you reach out to your ex less if you're doing no contact? That's progress. Take note of these little things and put them on a list so that you can remind yourself, last week I was here, this week I'm here, 2 months ago I was here, this week I'm here. Hi Joe, nice to see you, thanks for coming. Most importantly, I want you to realize your worth. Take that list of achievements. That wasn't done by anybody else. That's yours and yours alone. Own it. Realize your value to yourself, to your family, and to this world. Think about these things daily. Focus on yourself and uplifting yourself, and not someone else's opinion of you or their random life decisions, because that has never been the measure of your value, nor will it ever be. Number 2, stick to the plan. You should have a plan post-breakup. If you don't, you know what I'm going to say. Get a fantastic coach who aligns with your personality and make one. The way you continue hoping is by following that plan. Number 3, so important, again, mindfulness. You must picture that happy future together in your mind that you want with your ex and focus on it every day. The plan is how we get there, but we have to know what the picture looks like to continue motivating us. Ask yourself, do you wake up full of doubt and fear, or do you wake up feeling hope and faith? It's up to you. How you feel and what you think and believe is completely in your control. Nobody else's. That is super powerful, guys. Harness that power. Take control of yourself. Draw a picture of what you want in the future and put it up somewhere so you'll see it on the regular. Meditate on it. Pray on it. Whatever works for you, guys. This should bring peace and confidence, not doubt. If you find that it's bringing you doubt and anxiety, then you need some confidence work and to make sure that your plan is the right fit for you. Okay, so again, you can find that coach that will work with you on how to target these insecurities that are undercutting your hope. Okay, so now we're to the free giveaway. As I promised, I am giving away a 1-hour one-on-one session with me completely free. If you would like to take advantage of this, you can DM me or you can put the word Thanksgiving in the box below. You must take advantage of this offer by booking in the next 7 days, and there are a limited amount of spaces that I'm giving out. So go ahead and DM me with that word Thanksgiving, code word, or put it in the comment below. And I look forward to scheduling a completely free session one-on-one with you. Now guys, remember to take care of yourself through this holiday season. Write out your list of self-care techniques and practice them every day. It takes practice to learn how to soothe, care for, and love ourselves, but it is the foundation of every satisfied individual and satisfied relationship. Okay, so now that you hear all of these things that I talk about from week to week to week, you can picture how busy you should be during this time post-breakup. If you're really taking care of yourself, then these things are going to take over a good chunk of your day. Doing that gratefulness journal, taking your walks in nature, taking care of yourself, making sure that you are writing up that picture of your future and putting it somewhere, posting it where you can see it. Okay, so all of these things take up time. They take up your mental space, your emotional space, your spiritual space. That's part of the goal. So if you find that you're sitting around going, I feel hopeless, I don't know what to do, read some of the content in the group, free content, watch the videos, okay? Reach out to me, schedule that free session. I want you to get to a place where you are super productive and working on yourself. Because like I said, that foundation of self-care, self-soothing, self-love, that is where we want to build on, okay? We start there and we build there so that you can be satisfied and then you can be half of a satisfied partnership in the future. All right, but it takes time. So reach out to me either on YouTube or Facebook, or email me at takingflight2019@gmail.com. And please guys, take care of yourself this holiday season. We'll see you soon.